I'm here in Petersburg, New York to look at the watercolors of artist Robert Morgan, who strives to stir up different emotions in the viewer by collaging unique elements together into one large piece. Follow me.
As you can see here, watercolor is the main medium on these, but they're far from watercolors as such. I try to stretch the medium with respect to size and density of pigment and subject matter as well. So they're anything but precious, which is usually attributed to watercolors. Even as a youngster, I would paint from life or draw from life, and I would get totally lost in it. You know, I would forget where I am. I would be just focusing in on that, and that pleasure has been consistent my whole life. I grew up nearby in Pittsfield, and as you know, the Hudson Valley Berkshire's museums, full of Sargents and Homer watercolors and all this, and so that's what I was exposed to early on. But I'm pushing that tradition that I grew up with to a different place, I think. I probably use watercolor different than most people. I put paint from the tube into a cup and mix it with water and make like a syrup. Well, interesting enough, I'm colorblind. So my use of color is, I have a very simple palette. I use 6 or 7 paints, and it's written on the tube, so I know what color it is. But no, I'm not that bad. You know, I'm a typical red-green thing. I don't see red in a field of green. You know, I still have softness in there where appropriate, but I'm going dark in a lot of places that most watercolorists don't. Watercolor paper doesn't come this big, so I don't know if you noticed, they're all collaged. I do an image, I cut it out, I glue it together. I'm sometimes doing 5 or 6 layers of watercolor paper glued together. I want my work to resonate, I guess like a cricket rubbing its back legs. I want to pair contrasts together to give that resonance, like hard and soft, cool and warm, dangerous and peaceful. I like to pair these things, much like surrealists, I guess. They sought to perhaps unleash the creative subconscious by juxtaposing disparate images together. Well, I think I'm trying to do this same thing, only pushing it a little further. I might do a picture of the Mass Pike. I paired it against an oversized carousel in France. So what does that do? That makes it be almost a heaven or some sort of city in the background. And that jarring of perception and disparate images is what I'm trying to spark in the viewer, that feeling of, oh, why is this, you know? French cow on vacation in Italy. So I've got this cow placed on a mountaintop near Portofino, you know. Belgian cedar in a rock field. Obviously, it's impossible to sow this field because there are giant rocks in it. Iguazu encircling Florence. So I got the Ponte Vecchio at the base of that giant waterfall in Brazil. An American swamp in a Dutch landscape. So it's almost an intimate, typical Dutch landscape with a giant tree from the American swamp juxtaposed to it, and a Volkswagen van thrown in to add a little mystery. It is tongue-in-cheek, some of it. Some of the images are so cliched that you would think that, well, this is goofy, it's stupid, but but I'm doing that on purpose. So some of it is on purpose humorous, some of it is dangerous. There's a little danger lurking in all of these paintings, I think, and that combination of humor and danger is powerful for me. A lot of art is a one-liner. I think that's lazy. I want people to come away being moved emotionally in some way. Otherwise, art is boring. You know, I don't want to be boring. That's the one thing I don't want here doing my art. I want people to come away feeling something.